Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Rajwant Kaur from DAV College Jalandhar. Today we are going to talk on module Sales Promotion and Personal Selling from paper Marketing Management. And after completing this module, you will be able to understand the concepts of sales promotion and personal selling. You will be able to explain sales promotion tools. Then you can describe the personal selling process. You will be able to distinguish between sales promotion and personal selling. So, as we know that no firm or organization can be successful unless it is able to promote its sales through various promotional techniques. Only advertising cannot work in case of technical or complex products. Moreover, face-to-face interaction can be more convincing in case of various products. So the personal selling, it is important a technique to increase sales of the firm. Similarly, sales promotion is also effective in increasing sales. Both the techniques, that is sales promotion and personal selling, can be combined to achieve good results. So what is sales promotion? Sales promotion refers to short-term special selling efforts to accelerate sales. It is a promotional activity which provides monetary and non-monetary incentives to spark an immediate reaction from target consumers. That is through consumer sales promotion, and dealers or firm salesperson through trade promotions. A consumer sales promotion pulls a product or the service by stimulating demand, and trade promotions push a product or service by arousing enthusiasm among channel members to sell more of a particular brand. Sales promotion influences purchase behavior and provides immediate incentive to buy. Sales promotion tools provide marvelous results when supported by advertising and personal selling. Sales promotion is basically of two types. One is consumer sales promotion and the other one is trade promotion. Consumer sales promotion intends to inform, educate, or stimulate consumer action. Different sales promotion tools are used to influence purchase behavior of consumers, like free air trips to exotic locations, customer cards with attractive offers, gifts on special festivals. These are the commonly used methods by the companies to reward loyal customers and to reinforce purchase behavior. Similarly, contexts, samples, free gifts, money refund offers, these are used to attract customers of rival firms. Extra quantity on frequent purchase, bonus packs, discounts, attractive packaging, these help in retaining existing customers and reduce their tendency of brand switching. So in this way, consumer sales promotion helps. Again, buy one get one offers, reusable jars or bowls with the products, soap case with toilet soaps, free bucket with purchase of specific quantity of detergent. It increases the consumption and frequency of uses. So these are the various ways in which consumers they are attracted and sales are increased. So these are sales promotion techniques. Slide 10. Trade promotion. Trade promotion activities, these are aimed at motivating the members of distribution channels to increase their frequency and quantity of purchase. So trade promotion activities, these are focused on motivating the distribution channel members, because intermediaries or channel members helps in increasing sales, so they should be motivated for this to increase the sales. Trade promotion tools are directed to capture more shelf space at retail outlets, increase the inventories of the retailers, to push slow moving items. or sport consumer sales promotion. Similarly, displays at the point of purchase, these give a real payoff by enhancing the sales. Shop signboards, attractive display units, free air trips to reward top performers, free gifts, huge trade allowance to increase dealers' margin, dealer contests, monetary bonuses, free training. These are the common tools which are usually used to stimulate dealer effectiveness. Now I am going to discuss about the objectives of CS promotion. So CS promotion basically it aims at informing the buyers about new brand or product, expanding the market base. Another objective is to enhance the usage rate of existing customers. CS promotion aims at drawing attention to new products or services. Thus, advertising and personal selling efforts, these are supplemented with the help of CS promotion tools. CS promotion tries to develop a brand loyalty, so that is why it is carried out. Another objective of CS promotion is to capture more shelf space at retail points so that more and more sales of the product can be done. Another very important objective of CS promotion is to induce the dealers and the retailers to sell more of a particular brand. CS promotion is focused to push the slow moving product lines. Now I'm going to discuss about advantages of CS promotion. Why it is carried out? Obviously, it provides certain benefits like it stimulates dealer effectiveness, it provides direct inducement to make immediate purchases, it is helpful in introducing new product or service. CS promotion tools obviously provide quick results, so that is why if these are implemented, these sellers they can see, or the manufacturers they can see the quick results. And CS promotion activity as a promotional tool, it is very flexible. It can be used anytime for informing, educating or stimulating buyer or traders response. Then use of CS promotion with advertising and personal selling, it provides like 2 plus 2 is equal to 5 effect, that is something extra. CS promotion also helps in maintaining customer patronage, customer loyalty. However, the CS promotion as a promotional tool, it suffers from certain limitations, like it is temporary and short-term approach. It alone cannot develop brand loyalty. So for developing the brand loyalty, other promotional tools are also needed. CS promotional tools, these do not bring desired results in case of declining market for established brands. So in that case, obviously CS promotion tools will not bring the results which I have discussed earlier. Similarly, if there is no improvement in the product or there is intense competition in consumer CS promotion, then again CS promotion tools cannot bring the desired results. Again, a limitation of CS promotion is that run-of-mill sales promotion schemes or too many sales promotions may hit the brand image or lead to brand switching. A company may face diminishing returns as it raises doubts about the lack of product popularity or overstocking by the company. Now I am going to discuss about personal selling. Personal selling is sometimes also termed as salesmanship, and it refers to direct personal contact between a sales representative and one or more prospective customers to influence the customer in a purchase situation. Personal selling is a positive effort as it involves not only persuading people to do what the marketer wants them to do, but rather it helps them to make intelligent buying decisions, which will benefit both the buyer as well as the seller. And personal selling, it is highly distinctive, and it involves two-way communication. It involves securing information about buyers' unsatisfied needs and wants by the salesman, and also supplying the information about goods and services to the prospective buyer. So it is two-way in the sense that you know about the problems and the needs of the customers, and you also provide them the information about what is available and what can be provided to them, which will solve their various problems or fulfill their needs which were not satisfied earlier. So personal selling has been defined in different ways by various authors. They have given their own views regarding personal selling. As Peterson and Wright viewed salesmanship as a process of ascertaining and activating the needs or wants of the buyer by the seller and satisfying them to the mutual and continuous advantage of both the buyer and seller. So as per F.A. Russell, salesmanship is the art of selling and nothing more or less than making the other fellow feel as you feel about the thing you have to sell. So this was his view. And in the words of Garfield Blake, salesmanship consists of winning the buyer's confidence for the seller's firm and goods, thereby winning regular and permanent customers. So these are the views given by different authors on personal selling. So personal selling is important. Personal selling provides immediate feedback of information as it involves face-to-face interaction between the buyer and salesman. Salesman can accordingly adjust his message and may emphasize upon those selling points in which the prospect has shown interest. So if some interest has been created in the prospective customer, then salesman can highlight the various points which can result in concluding the sale. The personal selling has certain features like personal selling aims at winning buyer's confidence by providing best solution to his problems and educating him. Salesman attempts to find out needs and wants of the customers and provide products to satisfy these wants through personal selling. And salesmanship or personal selling involves educating people about product availability, its special features, the utility in satisfying specific needs of customers provided by the products. So thus personal selling helps in convincing and educating the people about product availability. Moreover, the modern salesmanship, it enables manufacturer to produce more and increase his sales. At the same time, it also helps buyer in getting maximum return for the money spent by him. Salesmanship, it is a creative process. A lot of creativity is required for convincing customer about the use of product or service and creation of demand. So personal selling, it is really a creative process. Now let me discuss sales process which is followed when personal selling is carried out. It starts from pre-selling preparations. Then there is need for prospecting. Then pre-approach is carried out. Then customers or prospective customers, they are approached. Then sales presentation and demonstrations are made to them. And in case they have certain objections, so these are overcome. And in the last, it leads to close and follow up the sale. So we must know, when we talk about personal selling, then there is ADA's model. That is, A stands for attention, I stands for interest, D stands for desire, again A stands for action, and S stands for satisfaction. So this model shows a process, that is any sales process that takes customers when we deal with the prospective customers. So through personal selling or sales process, the customer is taken to certain stages of mind, like attention, interest, desire, action, and satisfaction. The salesman should secure the customer's attention first, then arouse his interest, ignite his desire, convert his desire into demand for the product, and provide after sales services. So in this way, first attention is created, then interest is aroused, then desire is ignited, action, that is converting his desire for demand, is created, and to provide more satisfaction, after sales services are provided. There are various types of salesmen, like manufacturers salesman, specialty salesman, wholesalers salesman, retailers salesman. Now let us discuss the advantages of personal selling. Personal selling, it leads to minimal spillover and wastages, as it is directed to qualified prospects only. Personal selling is flexible. Salesman can adjust sales talk and presentation to meet individual needs and motives of the prospect. It is possible with the help of personal selling for the salesperson to detect loss of customer interest and regenerate them by reinforcements. The salesman acts as market researcher. He transmits the valuable information which enables organization to make tactical adjustments and strategic plans. So this is another advantage of personal selling. Then in personal selling, long lasting relationship can be developed between salesman and customer, which secures future business. Personal selling has assumed great importance in service marketing, like tourism, hotels, where personalized services and relations with customers, these are in great demand. Other promotional tools also arouse interest, but usually it is left to the salesman to complete the sale. So personal selling is very important. Then a detailed explanation and demonstration of product lubricate the selling process, which is essential for technically complex and innovative products. Personal selling also suffers from certain limitations. That is, personal selling may not provide good results or the advantages which we have talked about, as the cost per contact is very high in case of personal selling. Moreover, there is dearth of good salesmen. We cannot find a good salesman easily. Moreover, customer loyalty may be lost on retirement or exit of a good salesperson if this loyalty is built up around him. So when the salesman leaves the organization due to retirement, so we may lose our customers, very loyal customers too. So now, to become successful or to have effective selling, there are certain requirements we call as prerequisites for effective selling. First of all, there should be information about the company. As the salesman is representative of a whole company, so he must know company's history, policies, service facilities, procedures, guarantees, etc. A salesman will be in a better position to answer all the queries of buyers about firm when he himself knows it well. And another requirement is knowledge about the product. So salesman should be familiar with the product features, material, its uses, handling instructions, and so on. A salesman may not be finalized if he is lacking knowledge about the product. Okay, so salesman cannot finalize the sale if he is not having sufficient knowledge about the product, and he cannot obviously overcome the queries or the objections raised by the customers. So it is necessary that he should have good or sufficient knowledge about the product. Again, knowledge of the competition is necessary, and the salesman can claim the superiority of his product only when he knows the product of rivals. He should continuously assess the marketing offerings of his competitors and determines their strengths and weaknesses. Comparisons of products should be made on those points in which the buyer shows interest. So by highlighting the good points about your product and the products and the good points and the distinctive points in your product which are not available in the rival company's products, so it will help in increasing the sales. Again, there is need to have information about customer, like knowledge about customer needs, desires, buying motives and habits. It can help in tailoring the product to specific requirements of the customers. So salesman should also have knowledge about psychological factors, socio-psychological factors which influence the buyer behavior, so that sales presentation can be related to the buyer buying process. Then knowledge of the selling process is equally important, as selling process involves certain stages like prospecting, preparation, sales presentation, and after sales activities. So salesman should have knowledge of these activities, and he should move like this: first create the attention, then interest, then desire, action, and satisfaction with initiating sale. So all the selling efforts should culminate in actual sales. What should be the qualities of good salesman? Obviously, he should have physical qualities, then mental qualities are also required for being good salesman. Then social qualities are there, which will make the salesman more effective in his work. Then moral qualities and technical qualities are equally important. So now I am going to discuss about qualities of a good salesman. The first quality, that is physical quality. So as we all know, first impression is the last impression. So salesman should be physically fit, mentally sound, and well dressed. His cheerful face, pleasing voice, and humorous nature will enable him to easily win the mind of prospect during a sales talk. His attractive personality will stimulate the customer's interest in his talk and guidance. Then comes mental qualities. Salesman should have good memory and keen observation. He must be tactful and able to assess the customer's needs or buying motives so as to adjust his sales talk. He should have strong determination and ego drive, that is passion for achieving set goals. Then salesman should be able to arrange things in correct manner and handle difficult situations at his own. His self-confidence will also inspire confidence in his customers. He should develop empathy, that is ability to identify customers' feelings, emotions, thoughts and reactions. Then there is another quality, that is social quality, which should be there in good salesman. That is a good social behavior is always expected from a salesman. Salesman should be polite, he should be respectful, cooperative and extrovert. He should be adaptive to different attitudes, behavior and culture of buyers. Greeting customers with smiling face, using polite expressions, and being humble while dealing with the customers. These are pillars to success in salesmanship. Then moral qualities are also important. That is, honesty and integrity of salesman bring more business. Salesman should be loyal to his employer, and once a salesman creates goodwill, customers depend on him, rely upon his statements, and seek his guidance. So his moral qualities will lubricate his selling efforts and reinforce customers' confidence. Then comes technical qualities. These are also essential in salesman. So salesman should have technical skills. These skills are learned with experience. Study of techniques and principles of salesmanship helps in making salesmen successful in their jobs. Salesman should be aware of product, its features and uses. He must know his producer, history of the firm, and nature of customers as well as their buying motives. He should not indulge in arguments with customers. Salesman must know ADA model for finalizing sales. ADA, that is awareness, interest, desire, action. There is lot of difference between personal selling and sales promotion. No doubt that both are good promotional tools, but both are not same. So there are various points of differences between personal selling and sales promotion. Personal selling involves face-to-face interaction between buyer and salesman. However, sales promotion involves use of various monetary and non-monetary incentives to stimulate dealer effectiveness and customer purchasing. In personal selling, there is good interaction between buyer and salesperson. However, in case of sales promotion, there is less or rather no interaction between salesman and consumer. Personal selling is best suited for selling technically complex products. However, sales promotion method cannot be of much help in selling technically complex products. In case of personal selling, salesman can easily win the confidence of buyer and he can close a sale. But as far as sales promotion is concerned, traditional or old sales promotion tools cannot provide much incentive to buyer to make purchase of costly products specifically. In personal selling, push strategy is required for selling industrial goods. That is motivating the dealers. In sales promotion, both pull as well as push strategies through customer trade promotion, that is using the pull strategies, and push strategies through trade promotion. So both have equal importance. So in sales promotion, we use push and pull strategies. Another point of differentiation between personal selling and sales promotion is that after sales services are assured in personal selling. Follow-up calls help in building customer loyalty. But in sales promotion, sales promotion alone cannot create brand loyalty. So it works best when combined with other promotional tools such as advertising and personal selling. So personal selling through after sales services, it helps in building customer loyalty, but sales promotion alone cannot help in creating or developing a brand or customer loyalty. It has to use certain other tools like advertising and personal selling. Again, in personal selling, marketer also acts as market researcher. He collects valuable information about customer needs and desires and disseminates this information to the producer to make product as per customer requirements. However, Sales promotion tools are used only to accelerate sales or enhance sales. In case of personal selling, the salesman's task is not over on selling the product. He has to assure the buyer about wisdom of his decision and solve after sales problems whenever arise. So the link between the customer and the salesman, it is not over once the product has been sold. But in case of sales promotion basically it is of short duration. Any activity of sales promotion, it is of short duration, and different sales promotion tools, these are applied at different times. Again, a point of difference between personal selling and sales promotion can be on the basis of cost. As in case of personal selling, cost per prospect is extremely high. However, in case of sales promotion, this cost per customer or per client, it is low. Again, personal selling, it requires highly trained sales executives to engage in personal interaction with individual customers. However, in case of sales promotion, highly trained sales professionals are not required to implement sales promotion tools. So more sales profession or trained persons are required in case of personal selling. And again, if we say that personal selling, then sales presentations and demonstrations, these are essential ingredients of personal selling. However, dealers contests, price reduction, free gifts, retail outlets, displays, these are the important sales promotion tools. Personal selling, it involves two-way communication process, right? And sales promotion, it is one-way communication activity, as there is no face-to-face interaction. And as far as personal selling is concerned, so hotel, tourism and insurance industry, they need personalized services. So obviously the personal selling, it is the best option for selling their services or products. But sales of consumer goods can be accelerated in a better way through sales promotion activities. Then in case of personal selling, there is high level of adaptability. However, in case of sales promotion, there is less adaptability. It has just width, not the depth. So students, let us now summarize what we have learned in this module. Sales promotion refers to short-term special selling efforts to accelerate sales. It is a promotional activity which provides monetary and non-monetary incentives to spark an immediate reaction from the target consumers through consumer sales promotion, and dealers or firm salesperson through trade promotions. Then consumer sales promotion pull a product or service by stimulating demand, and trade promotions push a product or service by arousing enthusiasm among channel members to sell more of a particular brand. Sales promotion influences purchase behavior and provides immediate incentive to buy. Sales promotion tools provide marvelous results when supported by advertising and personal selling. Personal selling, also known as salesmanship by some authors, that refers to a direct personal selling contact or personal contact between a sales representative and one or more prospective customers to influence the customer in a purchase situation. Personal selling, it is a positive effort as it involves not only persuading people to do what the marketer wants them to do, but rather helping them to make intelligent buying decisions which will benefit both the buyer and the seller. Personal selling is highly distinctive and it involves two-way communication. It involves securing information about the buyer's unsatisfied needs and wants by the salesman and supplying information about goods and services to the prospective buyer. Personal selling process includes pre-sale preparations, prospecting, approach, sales presentations, overcoming overcoming objections, closing sales, and follow up. A good salesman should have moral, social, physical, and technical qualities, and he should know his company, his product, and competitor and customers. Both sales promotion and personal selling, when combined, these bring significant results. Thank you.